On December 25th, both the United States and the European Union voiced their disapproval of the plans put forth by ethnic Serb leaders in Bosnia-Herzegovina to obstruct efforts towards closer European integration for the Western Balkan nation. Late on December 24th, lawmakers in the country's ethnic Serb entity, Republika Srpska, issued an order directing Serb representatives in state institutions to impede decision-making actions and legislative changes necessary for the country's further integration into the EU. In response to these actions, a joint statement from the embassies of the United States, Britain, France, Germany, and Italy, as well as the EU delegation in Bosnia, condemned the acts of the Serb parliament as a serious threat to the country's constitutional order. The joint statement also emphasized the potential negative repercussions of returning to political blockades at a time when the formal opening of EU accession negotiations is imminent, particularly highlighting the adverse effects on the majority of citizens who support EU accession. The announcement of these actions by the Republika Srpska parliament was linked to the trial of regional leader Milorad Dodik, who is currently under US and British sanctions for actions that Western governments allege are aimed at the eventual secession of Republika Srpska from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Milorad Dodik is facing a long-delayed and ongoing trial on charges of failing to comply with the decisions of the High Representative in Bosnia, with potential penalties of up to 5 years in prison and a ban on participating in politics if convicted. The announcement of these actions by the Republika Srpska parliament was linked to the trial of regional leader Milorad Dodik, who is currently under US and British sanctions for actions that Western governments allege are aimed at the eventual secession of Republika Srpska from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Lawmakers of ethnic Serb origin asserted that Dodik's trial is politically motivated and based on illegitimate decisions made by the International High Representative Christian Schmidt. They argued that the court is unconstitutional as it was established by Schmidt and not by the Dayton Agreement. Since the Dayton Peace Accords that ended the 1992-95 Bosnian War, the country has been comprised of a Bosniak-Croat federation and the predominantly ethnic Serb Republika Srpska under a decentralized central government. Milorad Dodik, known for his close ties with Russian President Vladimir Putin, has expressed somewhat conflicting views regarding his entity's position within Bosnia, denying any pursuit of secession or challenge to the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Bosnia under the Dayton Agreement. However, he has advocated for the disassociation of Republika Srpska from Bosnia, which has been labeled as secession by another name by the United States.